Man, I feel like a woman.
Let's go, girls.
We're podcasting tonight. I'm feeling alright. We're here now. We're gonna make the noise, really raise our voice. Yeah, we wanna scream and shout. The best thing about being a woman is a prerogative and little fun.
Hello and welcome back to the FLC Hangout, where your freedom lifestyle begins. I hope you all really enjoyed that intro song that we spent so long and hard working for and practicing for you guys. Oh gosh, I am so excited. Look who we have gathered here today. Look how many amazing, wonderful women we have today to celebrate Mother's Day. So if you're watching this when it comes out, then happy Mother's Day. And if you're not a mother, happy Women's Day. It is Women's Day too. And we want to celebrate all of us here and all of you watching. Even if you're not a woman, you can still watch. So yeah, I'm so excited. And these are some very, very special women, but not only women, they are friends and they are family and very close to us. So yeah, I'm so excited to have us all here. And if you couldn't tell, this is very slumber party vibes, hence the eye mask, the pajamas, the beautiful onesie Chabaria has on. So I'm so excited. Let's get straight into it. Without further ado, Misty, over to you.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yes, like Jessie said, we want to celebrate women. You don't have to be a mother to be celebrated. I know that a couple months ago we had National Women's Day and some of us missed it. That's okay, because you know what? We can celebrate each other and women every day. So that's what we're choosing to do today. So join us, whether you're a woman or not. You may have a feminine side, you may not, maybe you hide it, who cares? Then join in anyway. Let's just have fun and find out more about these beautiful ladies here. We have so much we want to know, and just to be able to celebrate with all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. So we're going to open the mic. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and just feel free to unmute and comment. So we would like to know who is one successful woman that you have as a mentor or would recommend people to model? I'm
yeah,
Chabaria. We're all like Chabaria.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, mine's here on this call. I mean, a couple of mine are here on this call, but Chabaria definitely for me. But Chabaria, what about yourself? What about you?
Well, definitely Mom and all the amazing women over here. My sister. There's so many powerful women. Women are just awesome. Men are awesome too. Both are awesome. But yeah, there's this saying that I really like about that Abraham Lincoln says, and it might sound a little contradictory here, maybe, I don't know. But he says, I've learned from every person that I've met. For most people, I've learned what not to do, but like definitely learn from all people. And I think that's the power of it, because we all have something special. And personally, I really believe that no one is more than anyone else. And we can really learn from everyone's unique story. Or like Abraham Lincoln says, you can also learn from someone not necessarily like, oh, I want to do that, but definitely don't want to do that. And then you learn too. So there's countless of people, but there's so many strong women in my family, in FLC core family, and FLC extended full family that are amazing. And I've definitely learned from all of the women on here many, 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 many times. And I really appreciate and respect all of you. So yeah, that would be my answer.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, Milda, go ahead.
Yeah, I love it, Chips. So beautiful. I totally agree with you because like with every single one of you, like I had my own lessons and like when we connect ladies, like we always are empowering each other and just like going to the next level. So I'm really grateful for you. And I'm really grateful for Chibaria for being my mentor, my friend, my partner in crime. And I just want to give a shout out to another mentor of mine who is a mother. And because we're here on the special Mother's Day, I want to say thank you to Natasha Graziano, because she's an absolutely amazing mompreneur, someone who has a child and gives so much love to that kid, but at the same time is running such a successful business. So because this episode is for mothers, I'm just giving my love and support to her.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Oh,
yes.
Love that. Yeah, and I agree with her, by the way, with your answer. And I will agree with her, the Milda. But yeah, no, absolutely. Akshiti, what about you? Look at you looking all pretty with your head mask on.
Thank you, Josie. So it's a very straight answer. She's right here.
Yeah.
We all know who it is. It's Chibaria.
I think we're all biased. We're all biased to Chibaria. Yeah.
I found out.
It's so shy. Oh my God.
So I
look at Chips. She's blushing.
That's the aim. Sorry, Akshiti, go ahead.
Okay, so I actually just found out about Chibaria just last year. It's only been a few months, but as I have told Chibaria previously also, I clicked on her video. Within the first, I think 2 or 3 minutes, I was like, yeah, there's something there. I know I'm gonna be in contact with her in some way or the other in my future. Like something is there in the first 2 to 3 minutes itself. And now look, here we are. So definitely, like, it's not just business, it's just everything. Like even now, so many times Shibaya has taken out time to really speak to me about my personal things that I'm going through and really being there. So I can't even say how grateful I am to have you as my mentor. It means the world.
We say right back at you. You are so amazing, and this holds for any one of you. But everyone is here is so amazing, and I've learned so much from you, Akshiti. Your persistence, your endurance, your amazing spirit, like everything. And the same holds for Emily, for Milda, Shushmita, Josie, Misty, the whole gang, everyone here. And it's really, really beautiful and powerful. And I think as well that is the power as well of family, right? Because we really we are just ourselves, and with that purity, you attract other people that are also incredible and that are also on the same. Well, it's like one of the most overstated things, attract like-minded individuals, but it's kind of like that, right? And I think it's really beautiful. Like everybody here loves the family vibes and is helping each other. Like I remember as well that not extract, but I remember like there was some events as well where I was so like, I don't know, hard on myself. And then Emily messaged me like, oh, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, I felt like I kind of didn't do so well. And she's like, what are you saying? And then Emily started mentoring me as like something so beautiful. Or the other day with Milda, where we just go outside and she's like helping me with getting my cool swag on in a very professional setting and taking all these photos. I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. And then with Akshiti, it's so powerful to just see how you take things on with your energy. And there's like, you're like, okay, I'm doing this. And boom, with your energy, you're there. I'm like, man, I should up my game. I need to be like Akshiti here. Or Shushmita with her motherly, extreme, powerful, ambitious, and I don't know even how to describe it. Like, you're so professional. You're like Jessica on another level. Like, this is so powerful. And I'm just like, oh man, this lady. And you don't even know it sometimes. You're just like doubting yourself. And then I look at Missy and Josie. Wow, with this hangout. And yesterday I was having this beautiful vision as I was watching an episode, like the last episode on Sunday. And I was just like, oh man, I can see it in front of me, like on this big stage with people all around, the people on the Zoom. And then there comes that intermezzo where then Misty and Josie walk on the screen and then say, okay, we got our panel, let's go and hang out, going places and stuff like that. I'm just like, I'm so inspired because also with the two of you, right? You said, this is what the Hangout's going to do, and you're doing it. And right now, for everybody who's watching this, the Hangout is everywhere. Like most of the platforms that the Hangout is on, I don't even know what these platforms are, but they're there. Like Spotify, obviously I do know Spotify, but then there's a whole bunch of other ones. I'm like, I've never even heard of them, but now I do because the Hangout is there. And that's just credit to all of you. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I love you guys.
Oh, stop it. Stop. No, I'm blushing. No, it is. And by the way, it's just me and Emily, I'm coming for you for your answers too, but I feel like it's so important
Be ready.
to
We got you in our sights.
Yeah, I do. But it's so important to have those connections with people, and obviously it's so powerful, and I think empowering for women to have other strong women in their lives too, but also men. We don't want to just, men are great too, but yeah. And I'm just Jabari, go ahead.
I want to talk about this in a moment because I can be a real rebel and I just want to bring something to the forefront. It's going to probably be hilarious, but not yet. I'm just gathering my thoughts as we go. So you guys go.
Oh, look at that little hook she just sent there. Look, proper businesswoman. Even in a slumber party, she's throwing hooks left, right, and center. But yeah, no, it's so cool to like have the connections, but also realize the connections you have. And that's, I feel like, what we're doing here. So I love that. But Shashmita, what about you? Who do you look up to? Who do you, apart from yourself, because it should be yourself too?
I am personally biased because I am an emotionally influenced person. So all these amazing ladies here, 4 of them, I was a partner in branding. So pick whoever you like, they're the best. And I love them the most. So that's my answer. However, I would like to add one thing, that in this era, after millenniums, when women have to go through long struggle, now how blessed we are that we can have our platform, our education, our freedom. I am more drawn to attributes than gender, the nurturing, the patience nurturing attribute, the feminine attribute, where we become a parent sometime, we become friends sometime, and we take care, we guide each other, we are patient. Surprisingly, I have seen these attributes more in my father than my mother. Then again, there are some attributes we align with masculine gender, like activity, physical activity, calculating decisions. Surprisingly, I have seen more of these attributes in my mother than in my father. So for me, even in Chivaria, sometimes she's like loving a big sister, and sometimes she's like Harvey Specter and like working. So for me, it is really almost impossible to consider a woman and a man according to their gender. I am more drawn to these attributes, emotion, affection, nurture, patience, and kindness. That is the most gorgeous quality in any human being. So in this room, I would go for 4 women, you know who. And of course, the rest of you were like my BFFs. So we have the freedom of being goofy. That's a good thing. So you pick whoever you are watching from, wherever you are watching, pick any of the attributes, pick any of these ladies, and you will come back for more. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You're funny. Misty, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Did you have a question for him?
No. Emily.
Oh, Emily.
I want your answer. You're not getting away from us.
Y'all know my answer, though. Honestly, it is Chibs for a lot of reasons. But I mean, many of which have already been said. She's an amazing friend. She's been a friend to me personally, has taught me a lot personally and professionally, and has been there for me to a shocking amount. Like, old me would not have thought that I would have friends of, sounds really weird to come out loud, but friends of this caliber or whatever. And y'all honestly do all inspire me in your own different ways. You guys probably don't know that, but every single one of you has attributes that I wish to also embody, I guess you could say, trying to put it positively. But I look up to all of you for varieties of reasons, but particularly Chabaria, because one of the main reasons, although it's separate from the loving her aspect for who she is part, is just that she saw something she wanted. Sorry, I'm talking about you like you're not here, but you saw something that you wanted and you just went for it, even though you were like about to graduate with this crazy degree. That still kind of blows my mind, even now. Like, would I have the courage even today if someone approached me like, would you, I don't know, if I was that close to finishing something, really anything, maybe, would I have the nerve to like drop it and follow my heart instead? I don't know. So I've always really respected that about you, Chibs. And so I don't know, that's me, but all of you really.
You're doing it, girl. You're doing it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. And can I just say also, I heard this, I mean, I've heard it a while back, but I heard it again the other day. But the attributes that you see in other people that you like, you're seeing them in other people because you also have them. And you're attracting these people because you also have them. So yeah, take a look in the mirror, girl. But yeah, no, I feel like I do have a question, but it's so cool to have people like this around you, and like the 5 people around you, right, are who you're most like. You're the average of the 5 people. So this is so cool. And Shashmita, yeah, go ahead.
Josie, Misty, you have to pick one too. You too.
That's wow. You're in a reverse there. Misty, you first.
Obviously we're all very biased with Chabaria. Chabaria is, like I've said several times, and I'll continue to say it, she saved my life more than once. I mean, like literally saved my life more than once. And every woman on here, we all have the attributes that we look for in other people. It's just recognizing it in ourselves. And I challenge all of you to go to your mirror and draw a great big heart around the person staring at you and learn to love that person. Other than Chabaria, the only other woman that's really successful in business that I can think of is Oprah. And I want to say I really look up to her. However, I don't know her on a personal level. So I think to really connect with her is a little harder. But honestly, as amazing as Oprah is, again, I'm biased. I have to go back to Chabaria. Chabaria has shown everything that I think a person should be. And I think that I don't know that you can find somebody better than that. I mean, I'm sure, I'm not trying to say that other people aren't as good, because they are. It's just that she's got it down pat to where she's just knows who she is and what she's offering people and doing, that it's just she's her authentic self, and it shines so much. And it's hard to find somebody else that is that way. I don't know what else to say. I think we're all just biased with Chabaria, and she's amazing.
Yeah, Chips.
I just want to say one thing. I choose Appleseed Hangout with Misty and Josie any day over an invitation from Oprah. I'm not even going to consider that. I'm going to go on the Hangout all day, every day. Just putting it out there.
Thank you.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
See what I mean? How can you beat that? Who else that's going to be utterly successful and just be so humble and be able to and just do that? I mean, Oprah wouldn't do it. You know, it's just,
But,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think before I ask my next question, quickly, my answer, obviously I'm going to sound like a broken record, Shabaria. The reason I'm literally here right now, but everyone on this call, like every single one of you, and I'm not just saying that because you're here, like Milda, when I met you in person, your energy was so like amazing, and I carry that with me, and I carry like your confidence you have to film videos. And Misty, like I do the hangout with you, I see how hard you work for it. And Akshiti is new into the core family, but the energy is insane. And roughly like Milda and Akshiti are roughly my age as well, which I feel like inspires me so much as well, because I'm like, these guys are doing it, so I can too. It's just me to obviously, your energy is always, your like support energy and everything is always there. So thank you so much. And Emily, your videos I see of you on Facebook are so inspiring, and just your energy as well, everyone's energy here. But apart from you guys, I feel like my mum definitely. And there's this new YouTuber / podcaster that I've been listening to or watching called Tam Kua. I'll put her name on the screen. She's also roughly my age and is a woman in business who's inspiring other women in business, which I love. So those are my answers. But my question is, because I know when I was first starting and trying to get into business and trying to put myself out there and make all this stuff happen, a limiting belief I had constantly is, but I'm a woman, I'm a girl, like people aren't going to listen to me on sales calls. I feel like people won't take me seriously because they'll hear a girl on videos. People won't take me seriously because they'll hear a girl, see a girl. So how would you say that women can kind of overcome that limiting belief and step into their power and realize that as a woman, have those traits and use those traits as a woman to really get their success? I'm going to go in order on my screen. So Milda, you.
I love this question. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people listening to right now, they're like having some self-doubt and some problems, like maybe internal problems that they're facing. And thank you so much for this question, Josie, because it's really good that we're reflecting and basically opening doors for us to go to the next level. So my tip, something for you guys to think about is, are your intentions pure? Are you here to help the people? Or is it like, no, actually I'm gonna go and hurt everyone, like it doesn't matter like how I look, I'm young, I'm old. I'm pretty sure it's not. You really honestly from the bottom of your heart want to help them. So who cares how those people are perceiving you? Of course, be mindful about your branding. And I'm like a really big advocate of that, of how you look, and how you represent yourself. But don't be afraid of the number, how old you are, or your ethnicity, or like even your gender, because we're speaking a lot about the women right now, that people are not taking us so seriously. Being the factor that determines if someone is going to be doing business or is going to receive the help from you. You're powerful, you're amazing, and I believe in you. And if you have these intentions to help people, go and do it. And don't care what other people think about you, because you know deep down inside why you're here and why you're going to help those people. So go and do it. I believe in all of you listening. I believe in these ladies as well. And just know that you're really powerful and you're here to do great things. Passing back to you, Josie.
Wow, thank you so much. And that's so true. That if you are here for the right reasons, don't let anything, yourself or anyone else, stop you, right? So powerful. Thank you so much. Akshiti, what about you?
All right. So for this question, Milda gave such a gentle, beautiful answer. And I'm going to go the exact opposite, because when it comes to this thing, man, woman, and all that, I am very, very rebellious, like very. So when I actually heard you say this, Josie, that, people would think that I'm a woman, suddenly my reaction was, what? Excuse me, that bullshit is dismissed. So that's actually how I am. But okay, if I have to, but at the same time, I also do understand that people might be having these thoughts in their mind because of everything that women have been through in the past, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of years. So yeah, I totally understand that. By saying this, I'm not trying to dismiss those feelings. And what I would like to say is just this one simple thing, that when you're starting out, there are a set of people who are laughing at you. They may be laughing, in this case, they may be laughing at you because you're a woman, as we are discussing. You know what will happen when you actually keep doing what you're doing, because as Milda said, your intention is pure. And no matter if someone gets or doesn't get what you're doing, you know what you're doing, and which is why you are going to rise. There is no doubt about that. So when you're going to rise, those same people are going to look at you and say, wow. So what I'm trying to say is that what they are saying, it really doesn't matter. They are basically judging you based on where you are at a moment in your life, rather than who you are, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
in my opinion, this doesn't even matter, because it's just very it's nonsense. I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry. I'm just very rebellious about this. So that's my answer.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's that's the thing, right? Like I feel like at the start you're going to have these like limiting beliefs and whatever, and then the more you actually just do it, and the more you just prove yourself wrong, then you're just going to find it funny a few years. Like now, I'm like, what was I thinking? So yeah, absolutely. Shashmita, what about you?
Thank you for choosing me, ladies. So I will go for a different answer because I still have those complexes. And all of you watching, I won't even go to gender. Whoever is watching right now, going through hard times. First of all, this is true. All of us, we develop insecurities from our surroundings, and we have experienced some, witnessed some. That's why, trust me, when first time I saw Chivaria, my first impulse was, she can be happy because she is living in that country or whatever. I can never be that. Wish I could. My age, my gender, my country, my what not, that complex I had. Here's the magic. We also project our judgments on other people. Once I started, and trust me, it was late already by social calendar, social clock. It was already very late. And I didn't even wish to make something. I just wanted to do something, be with her. The world has surprised me. The goodness in people surprised me. And now that is reflected in my surroundings. Also, I see people who are in no way in the place to accept or in the place to encourage. True, there's this kind of people, and there are these kind of people who surprise me with their goodness, with their kindness, with their support. The thing is, whatever you are feeling right now, challenging, it is true. But you don't know people who are judging you, you don't know what their thought process is. That is narcissism. If we think we know everything and we can judge everyone, that is narcissism. So maybe right now I am looking for someone who will give me guidance on doing this, doing that. Maybe Misty is looking for someone who will just listen. Maybe Emily is looking for someone who will just make her laugh. We don't know that. We don't know that ourselves. What do we need right now? But if you see someone who is confident, either they're making you laugh, either they're giving you advice, then you relate and you start aligning, combining with them energy-wise, work-wise, friendship-wise, however. So yes, all the complexes are true, because of course society has not always been very supportive, but society does change. Give the world a chance. You'll be surprised with the goodness of people. Yes, you will also be surprised with the not so goodness of people, but the goodness means. And I love you all, of all the people who have surprised me. Like I said, many of them are present here in this room. So keep following or do whatever you have to do. You'll be surprised too. Misty Josie, you two also have to say, right?
We will.
We will,
Thank you
no
so
worries.
much. That was amazing. Yeah. Emily, what about you?
Remind me of this question again. I mean, I get enthralled listeing to y'all answer, and then I'm like, what was I supposed to answer?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm the same. Don't worry. Just
Girl.
how would you advise anyone to kind of get over any limiting beliefs they might have in going out there?
Well, yeah, I'd echo what Nilda said, actually. Really, that's some of the best advice I've ever gotten also, which is easy to say and quite something else to actually go through with the actions of. But really, the more that I go through my own life and that I have encouraged others to go out and be themselves, I've seen it return really positive results for people. So I don't know, to someone out there, I guess, who might have been my old version, for example, I would just like maybe ask the question of them, like, what are you enjoying more? Are you enjoying your life more being kind of isolated and like allowing your fears to take hold of your life and really kind of run the show? Or are you kind of done with that? And would you rather just finally say enough is enough and let's try this other way? Because we always talk, I mean, in so many different circles about Einstein's saying or whatever it is, that if you do the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results. And it's like, how long is it going to take us? How much life are we going to lose in just wasting time and being afraid of things that most of the time aren't even real? And yes, the societal pressure is there. I can speak to that. I've definitely felt that for, I don't know if any of us have said it this morning today, but as far as I can see with all of our circle, you know, we don't have any good reason that we should be self-conscious. We're all self-respecting, respectable, kind-hearted, good people who have good intentions. So really none of us should, I hate using the word should, but shouldn't feel like any of our words are less than anybody else or any man, anyone. And so I would just say, you know, just kind of throw the caution to the wind, be respectful, but just be yourself, because I really, really, as someone who just spent so long afraid of every darn thing, it just isn't worth it. So do an ROI assessment of your own life and self and see if you're happy. And if what you're doing right now isn't making you happy, and if living in fear, which I used to do, and I get that, if that doesn't feel good, then why not change it? So just take the risk, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. Yeah. Let's go. And Shabara, I'd be interested in your answer actually too, because I know you've talked about when you were first starting, you had some limiting beliefs as well. And I share a lot of yours as well. So yeah, I'd be interested in your answer too.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for those beautiful words before. I kind of got blocked out because my internet kept freezing, so I had to restart. So I do apologize. But I heard Shushmita share and Emily share just now. It was so beautiful and really powerful what they said. And I'm very much eager to learn what Milda said before, because it sounded profound, even though I didn't hear it. But what I really like a lot is just, well, actually a few things. Number one is realizing that everything is possible. And also just be like how we were as children, because as children, we don't have limitations. And as children, we're just adventurous and creative, and we're ourselves. And yeah, and that's so beautiful. We came into life already perfect, and then society messes us up. That's why I have such strong opinions about the educational system. And when I have children, I will not let them go to school. I'm going to make sure that they'll get a beautiful FLC next generation education and learn from you beautiful people, rather than having them go through the trouble of getting yourself messed up and then having to undo all that work to finally get the results that you want. It's just like a waste of time, but it's also very sad. Like some of the things that are happening and are being put on our children right now is totally ridiculous. So I think getting back to just the root of being true to yourself and then realizing like, what is it? If it's all up to you, I love this question so much. I ask it in any of my sales calls, any of my events, anything. Like, if it's all up to you, where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years? And know that it's possible. It is possible. Like, unless you say, like, I want to be a bird and fly around the earth or whatever, like maybe that's also possible. Okay. But like those things, maybe not so much, but I wouldn't recommend
It's
that.
working for me, Chips. I'm flying all around the world.
Yeah, but then you have to stick to Milda, everybody, because Milda is traveling, queen, and doing that, and doing it very, very powerfully as well. Like manifesting all these free things as well along the way. That's so powerful. So if you want to know that, speak to Milda. Milda's your girl. But yeah, but like anything is possible. Anything, and I always add this, in the name of good, we can do. So coming to the core of what is important to you, and dare to imagine. My dad always speaks about it. Imagine, just imagine if everything, be like when you were a kid. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be president. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be Superman or Superwoman. Yeah, it's possible. You can be 100%. So go back to what really is most important to you, and then realize that if you can believe it, you can achieve it. I can't remember who this by, but yeah, that's really, really important.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
So I think, I totally agree with everything you guys have all said. And I think that one way that that helps me is to surround myself with positivity, whether that be having the sayings all over my house. I've got the great big metal sign about in my bedroom. Nothing's impossible. I've got stuff written on my mirror in the bathroom telling me, you can do this, everything's going to be okay. I have dog it on there, do whatever good it takes. I've got, all this positivity stuff all over my house. And then you surround yourself with the people who you can resonate with, who are on the same path you are, who are, although their journey may look a little different, they're still on the same journey and can help empower you. And realizing, like everybody's saying, realize who you are, realize what you're capable of. You may not see it right away. Like Jabari is always telling me, you're so powerful, you're so this. I may not see it. I know it's there, but I may not see it. And realizing that and coming to terms with that and looking deep into myself and, okay, what am I not seeing about that? Why do I not understand that? Why do I not get it? And then learning to accept that and really owning it and showing it and being authentic to everybody else and taking that and giving what I'm learning to other people, I think helps. And I think is really big on that. And I think that once you're authentic with yourself and you're willing to be authentic with other people, those limiting beliefs kind of go out the window. They start to disappear. And before long, you don't even realize that they were there. They're gone. So just being, outside your comfort zone, realizing who you are, being self-aware, and being willing to surround yourself with people who are like-minded. Like, again, I said, they may be, their journey may be a little look different than yours, but they're still on the same path. They're still moving towards the same direction and got the same goals. And, just surround yourself with that. And like I said, I have stuff, positive affirmations and stuff all over my house. And I do that because outside these walls, there's so much negativity. There's a lot of beautiful, but there's more negativity that hits you and you take in. She's Mita. Oh my gosh, she's Mita right here. She's beautiful. But there's so much negativity outside these walls that you have to have some kind of positivity coming from somewhere. And if you don't surround yourself with a positivity, it's like, you know, we say all the time, and we hear multimillionaires say, your net worth is your net worth. So if you're going to have a network that's all negative and self-doubt and everything else, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to break free from that, live outside your comfort zone, be willing to grow, be open to that, surround yourself with a positivity, and just let it go and trust that you're on the right path and you know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, figure it out. You know, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Can I just add one thing to that? Because that was so, so powerful. And hence the sentence, Misty, you're powerful. Yeah, so incredible. The fact, what you said, I don't know if I interpreted it correctly, but I just want to say this as well. Like, when you are still in process of figuring out your own awesomeness, if you focus on other people, yes, Emily, we spoke about this many a time as well. When like, maybe I cannot see yet that I'm all that, right? Or you cannot see all of that stuff yet, but it doesn't matter, because already right now we can help people. And sometimes people say like, okay, I need to figure out myself first. I need to get this and this and this done for myself first before I can even start. No, that's BS. And no, I don't mean belief system. I mean the other word. And it's about really being able to go out there and help others. And in helping others, you learn things about yourself and you heal yourself. Sometimes people say like, yeah, I can't heal other people yet because I'm not finished in my healing or whatever. No, absolutely not. In the process of helping others, you realize your own goals. And there's even a saying, I can't remember who it was by, maybe Harrison Ford, no, whatever, some big dude, I think dude, who says something along the lines of, if you want to reach your own goal, help as many other people achieve their goals, and in doing so, you achieve your own. And that is something.
The dude I heard that from his master.
Yeah, but I can't remember who the original quote is by, but it's so powerful, and it really helps you to know that there's no waiting until tomorrow. No, you can do things today, and that's another big thing that is kind of messed up about society, because we're all so being accustomed to instant gratification that because of that, when something takes a little while to set up or to nurture or to, you know, allow it to build, it's not like people directly think, oh, it doesn't work. And so they jump to the next thing, and they jump from one thing to the next thing. Like even with diets, very simple example. People jump from one diet to another diet to another diet. Business as well. Network marketing they do. Then they do e-commerce, and they do coaching, and none of it works. No, if you don't spend more than 2 seconds on it, of course it's not going to work. So give yourself the patience also to do something. Find passion in the fact that you're already helping people. You're already making an impact. You're making a difference. And then with that, and then with the right circles, the right people, the people that are there to like genuinely support you, you're going to see results. But you don't have to have everything figured out. Just know, okay, this is what I want, and take the plunge when you feel aligned with it. And then you go take those steps. And this is also like one thing that I love about what Emily does, because by the way, guys, if you're not following Emily already, make sure to do so. This lady has kick-ass ways of being healthy, being like beautiful in your own skin, being happy, being confident. Like this lady has worked miracles for herself and others, but she's so darn modest that she doesn't always speak about it. So I better say, follow Emily if you want those things, because this girl's incredible. So yeah, I just wanted to add that to it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I lost myself on the screen then. So go ahead.
I want to share a solution. Actually, no, I shared a tip. I think in last FLC Hangout podcast when I was there. Can I share that again?
Yeah, no, not allowed.
So what Gloria said is, you know, the instant gratification. Oh, this is not working. And what worked for me, and I have learned the very hard way. Feel free if you like it that way. But here's a solution. Once you try something new, or not new, but you are willing to try something, take chunks of time, time clusters out. Like, let's say when I started with Chivaria, every week there was success. It took me 1.5 years because everyone was building their business. Everyone was collaborating, doing this, doing that. And I had a full-time job. Every night I come home, and I even forget what was funnel again. What was this again? And I felt so like shy, and already remember I had, 1 billion complexes in my head. Yet here I am. Some is my credit, some is Shivaria's credit, some is my team credit. So if you try to do something new, take 90 days. Even if you feel bad, like you feel like this is not mine, it was a mistake, before 90 days, you don't make a decision. And after 90 days, you make not like drastic decisions. What are your wins? What are your losses? If you have, let's say, lost, hopefully you don't lose organs or lines. But yes, I have lost this many hours. I was expecting $1 billion. That didn't happen. But hey, guess what? I didn't know a business could be done online. Oh my God. So are you willing to jump in for that or not? Okay, I am willing to take, but I also want to make money or whatever. Now take another 90 days. After 1 year or a certain amount of time, you will see you have grown. You cannot deny. If you keep moving, you will grow. No one, goes downward. It spirals downward if you are not trying. Even if you hit, we don't want that, but yeah, in life, we hit rock bottoms. That is life. That hurts, yes. Sometimes we want to give up everything. It still happens to me. And yes, it takes a very strong mindset, blessings from above, and the loveliest group of people around you who love you no matter what. And then you keep going again. So hard times is a given. No one ever, no leader ever has excluded hard work, time from success. That's a part of success. You keep doing, but take a certain amount of time. Before that, you don't make decisions. Just keep going. It will be hard. It will be painful. Just keep going until there's a flash of light. So thank you for letting me share that again.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that again. And thank you everyone, like such strong and powerful answers. And I was just sitting here like, wow, the whole time. So thank you. I think what I would say is just stop looking for motivation and and recognition from external. Thank you, Emily. External validation. Look inside and validate yourself. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. So yeah, simply put, look for internal validation, stop looking for external, and you're going to go so much further.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I have one last question, and we're going to make this a quick fire. So feel free to unmute and answer whenever. But we would like to know if you have any advice for any woman or anybody who is wanting to start or grow their business. Any quick advice that they go for it, Shavaria.
Online.
Follow the Hangout.
Yeah.
Follow the Hangout. That's my one. Follow the Hangout and you'll be okay. This is where your freedom lifestyle begins. That's
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jibs.
Anybody else?
What? I think I know what Shmita said.
If you want a group of friends who will laugh with you, smile with you, sometimes be confused with you, figure out ways, join the Smilers community. If you want to know the stories, how it all happens, join the Hangout. If you want to go like the boss lady who was the founder of all of us, Stock Chivaria, online, if possible offline. So you will see And if you're looking for a hero, look in the mirror, like Misty said, you will see a hero there, and we are eager to meet them. That's for all of you. Embrace your feminine side, even if you are a man by gender, or however God created you, embrace your feminine side, masculine side. The world needs genuine people right now.
Nice. The rest of
Anybody
you,
else?
quick fire tips.
My tip, which helped me a lot, and it took a lot of courage, let's say it like this, because like starting a business, and especially if you haven't done it already, it can be like a really, how to say, frustrating journey in the beginning, because you're like, oh, I don't know what I want to do, how to do it, when to do it, and just know that you're not alone. And there are so many beautiful people who can help you on this journey. So my suggestion is to find someone who already have the results that you want and start following their journey. It can start with social media. So like even right now, we have these beautiful princesses and queens who are the launching business experts. So just like check the vibe of the person that you are most aligned with, and start listening to the tips that they give. Sometimes it even is investing in a mentorship and having that guidance, which can help you literally to go step by step and achieve that success in business that you absolutely deserve. So this is my random quick tip, how to launch the business.
Yes.
Yeah. Go on. Emily, you go.
We all know me. My thing is just don't give up, because that's something I still continue to have to tell myself, it seems, but it's just don't give up, because it's really not worth it to give up. Your dreams are there. They're waiting for you to come and get them. The only thing that stops you is yourself, and just don't allow yourself to get in your own way. Don't give up for anything or anyone. Just don't do it. That's it.
Yeah. Mic drop. Yeah. Absolutely.
I actually resonate with Emily on this one, on not giving up. And I remember once Shabaria did this activity where we were placing our hand on our ear, and she was saying something like, can you hear them? Can you hear them? They're calling you, like the people who need you, who need your help. So this is a really powerful thing actually that you can do, because it might be hard for you to believe maybe that there are people who actually do need your help, but there are people who actually do need your help. And most of the times, literally, maybe even 100% of the times, we are the only ones who actually don't believe in ourselves as much as other people tell us. Like we have our mentors and other people in our lives, our friends, family, and like literally they look at us and they're like, yeah, you'll get there. I have no doubt about it. And we're sitting over here like, oh my God, my life is over. And I don't know what I'm doing and I know what I'm going to do. So maybe you can actually look at another person that you know, for whom you are the friends and family. And how do you feel about them? For example, I take my friend who is maybe starting on a new journey of entrepreneurship, and I'm like, yeah, obviously you'll get there. I have no doubt about it. So now reverse that. Just try to reverse that and try to think about it. I know it's hard. I'm really not saying that it's super duper easy to do that at first. I know it's hard, but it's worth it. So start thinking about yourself the way other people think about you, the loved ones. I'm not talking about the other ones. The way your loved ones think about you and how sure they are. Like just try talking to them once and see that surety in their voice and their vibration. And maybe just please just, if nothing else, just hold on to that. Okay, you're not sure about yourself. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe for some time you can hold their surety, and then eventually you'll also get there. So that's what I would say.
Awesome.
Love it. Thank you, everyone.
Josie.
Oh, me. Oh my God.
You. Yes, you.
I think basically everything that everyone else said. I think it's so easy to get caught up in your own negativity, and it's the easiest you're the easiest person to be mean to, right? You're stuck with you 24/7. If you just take as much energy as you do being mean to yourself, maybe, or telling yourself you can't do something, take that same amount of energy and flip it into being positive just for a day. Just try it for a day and see how you feel. And you'll realize how much energy you can actually put towards going for your goal and proving everyone wrong. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Absolutely. I resonate with everything you guys are saying. And I think it's something that everybody on the planet has to deal with, right? We all have to deal with that self-negative talk. And, you know, I've said this millions of times. I deal with it on a daily basis. And sometimes it wins and other times it doesn't. And the more often that I learn to really acknowledge what I'm thinking and being self-aware, the quicker and faster I can change it and come out of that, and I'm not in that anymore. And one of the biggest and hardest lessons and aha moments that I've had was realizing that, and I've said this on I think one of the hangouts before, like sometime last year or something, or earlier on in the year. The self-realization that you are not a puppet, you are not a marionette. There is nobody that has any strings attached to you, forcing you to control you to get you to do anything. There's nothing there. Literally, there's nothing there. Unless you're in a bad situation where somebody actually has a gun to your head, there's no reason why you can't change your position. You have to stay the solution focused and find that to get out of that, but you can do it. And the more often you work on that and you're self-aware and you keep thinking about that, the faster and easier it gets. And pretty soon you don't even realize, you don't even think that negative anymore. I listen to myself. Sometimes I have everybody in the core family, Misty, don't say that. That's not true. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute, I didn't think that. But I hear other people talk and they do it more often than I do, like I used to. And it's like, oh, I didn't realize I was changing so much. So just be self-aware, get outside your comfort zone, and realize that, like everybody else says, there are people out there waiting for you. But the biggest thing, you're not a marionette. Nobody's got anything. There's no strings attached to you. No, you're not being forced to be into this situation. You're in this situation because of conditioning and because of choices. It's your choice to either stay in this position that you're not happy in, or change it and have a happier life in the way you really want to be. Your dreams are right here in your hands. It's your choice. Same position or change. Shabaria?
I just wanted to share a Harvey Specter wisdom there. Even if someone points a gun to your head, find one of 147 different ways to alter the situation and still win that as well. But no, I really just love what you said there, because yeah, we have the right and the responsibility to do what we want with our life. And just that we were dealt certain cards doesn't mean that we should keep those cards. You can throw those cards away and say, hey, I'm going to buy a new deck. Let's go. I'm going to go forward. So yeah, I really resonated with what you just said there.
Milda?
Yeah, I love it. In general, all the tips are like so on fire, so nice. I absolutely enjoyed this hangout. And I just want to actually elaborate a little bit into what you just say, Misty. And I was like, I saw Joy raising hand. I was like, yeah, and more, and we want to add to the share. It was just like really exciting to observe. So what you mentioned, like one thing that I catched was how important it is to be aware of how you speak to yourself, and in general what kind of language you use. And sometimes it's negative, and that's why I'm so grateful that I have you ladies and this beautiful community, basically FLC community, where we have one another and we support one another. And when there are challenges, we're like saying to each other, no, let's not focus on this, let's focus on something better. So like Chabaria likes to say, we're ass kickers for one another. So it's so important. But at the same time, it's so important to feed yourself with positive information, with positive energy. So even listening to these podcasts is elevating you. It's changing you on the subconscious level. So my encouragement to the people who are listening right here, right now, keep following this podcast. Tune in, support, share the love to the people, because what you give to others, it comes back to you. To share this podcast to your friends, to your family, and especially for the people who are starting their business. They're starting this entrepreneurial journey and they want to elevate themselves, not only on the mindset level, but also like in business level, bank account bigger level, and all these amazing things that this beautiful community, this beautiful podcast is providing. So I'm just really grateful, and I'm so thankful to you ladies for this amazing time that we had together. I absolutely enjoyed every single minute of it. I'm just sending everyone so much love.
Right back at you.
Exactly. Shiti?
Yeah, I just have a very quick thing to say. So maybe everyone who's listening, you can actually write down two things. On one page, you can write down what are all the reasons that this will not work out. And it might happen that that list is very long, but that's okay. On the next page, you have to write down what is the reason that it will work out. And even if you're not able to come up with a lot of reasons, even if it's just one reason that you're able to come up with why it will work out, try focusing on that. It helps. It really helps. Even if it's just one. So I'm not saying that you have to come up with a whole list as you did with the previous one. It's okay. Don't be hard on yourself that, oh, I can think of only one reason. Trust me, that one reason is enough. So that's something I just wanted to say.
Absolutely. And I want to bring up something I've heard Shabaria say, and I don't remember if we heard it from somebody else first, but Shabaria says, holy smokes, it's gone. But she says something like, oh, instead of sitting here thinking about what can go wrong, start saying what can go right. Right? What can go right? And then like Kashiti says, you're going to make the list of what can go wrong and what can go right and what's, which one you want to do. Which one is more important to you? Which one's going to make you the happiest? Which one's going to make you get to your dreams? Is it the negative? Is it the positive? Again, your choice. We're not here to force you. We're here to support you. So that being said, we would love to thank everybody for being here. Thank you, beautiful ladies, for joining us. We're so excited and happy to have you here. We're, loving supporting women and celebrating women because, let's face it, we all deserve to be celebrated, whether woman, male, whatever, cat, dog, fish, bird, pelican, whatever you want. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the FLC Hangout. We hope you enjoyed our discussion and found it informative and engaging. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving us a comment with your thoughts and suggestions for future topics. We value your feedback and would love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with friends and family who might find it helpful. We want to be sure to get this channel out to everybody that we can so we can help as many people as possible reach their freedom lifestyle. We'll be back with another episode on Sunday, so stay tuned, keep learning. And from all of us here at the FLC, welcome to the family, where once you're family for life. So see you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.